Welcome to our 13th session of our Raise Your Coffee Mug. And today I would like to introduce you our speaker, Miss Faye Cabiltes, Dallah Holding Media's Business Development Executive. So she will tackle about happiness hacks.
The content will be, first we will talk about what is high, H-I-G-H, high, different type of high. Happiness explained by science, how to be high, and happiness in the workplace. So everyone, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So first, we'll talk about what is high. So this acronym is based on a book that I read, and it was actually a gift from Cecil. Thank you so much. The title of the book is The Four Agreements, A Practical Guide to Personal Freedom by Don Miguel Ruiz. So basically, the aim of the book is to give enlightenment on what are the things that we do that rob us joy and create needless suffering. So this acronym is based on that. Letter H is for high standard words, which means be impeccable with your words. Um, why your word? Like why use high standard words? The word is the most powerful tool we have as humans. We express ourselves by our words. It creates the energy that we will receive. If you will try to speak to someone nicely, you will notice that you will receive the same energy. But that doesn't happen all the time. Like sometimes, even how polite you say things to other people, they cannot reciprocate the energy that you give. That's why we will go to letter I, which is it's not always about me. Don't take anything personally. Um, I'll give you an example. For example, it's Sunday morning. You feel fresh, you feel excited, you came to work, and you saw Lourdes in the reception. So you greeted her nicely, and you said good morning, but she did not respond back. You became upset because you felt like you were embarrassed. Like, why didn't she respond to me? Like, did I do anything wrong? Like, did I is she mad at me or something? That's why we will go to letter G, which is go ahead and ask, because there are things that we don't know what's happening with other people. We cannot make assumptions. That's why we should take courage and ask, if you feel something wrong, like if you felt like you were embarrassed by Lourdes, take the courage and ask her, what's up with you? Why you didn't say good morning? You don't know. Maybe she had the headphones on and she didn't hear you. She didn't really heard what you said, because maybe you said good morning when you were still far away. So yeah. So when you do that, you will realize that if we interpret things by ourselves, it will trap us into negativity. If we will not clarify things with other people, like on what we feel negatively, it will trap us and it will hinder us to feel that happiness. So next, after that, is the high standard actions. By doing our best, we are going to live our life intensely. Whatever your circumstances is, always try to do your best. When you do, you are going to be productive, you are going to be good at yourself, and you will not feel guilty and you will not judge yourself. So this is a bit general, to explain to you what I meant when I was high. So let's take a little step back and talk about the basic concept of happiness. So what is happiness? It's the term used in the context of mental or emotional state, which includes positive or pleasant emotions, ranging from contentment to intense joy. So basically, it's the opposite of sadness. So happiness is that state of emotion which is not necessarily equivalent or defined when you see people who are laughing or smiling or bursting into laughter, because not everyone that we see smiling or laughing are really happy inside. Happiness is that feeling of well-being if you are feeling contented or satisfied with what you have. So the question is how to reach true happiness. I want to share with you this saying from the Buddha. It says, to enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. If we control our mind, we can find the way to enlightenment, and all wisdom and virtue will naturally come to us. What's the major takeaway for this saying? It says if we control our mind. So let's talk a bit of science. So our brain is powered by hundreds of billions of neurons. Each neuron is connected to additional thousands of neurons. Our brain is actually defined as the most complex object in the universe. It regulates our fundamental body functions, our breath, heart rate, and digestion, regulates our sleep, hunger, growth, and hormonal cycles. It processes memories, emotions, cravings. It directs operations we're not always aware of. Our brain controls us on how we sense and navigate the world. Basically, our brain controls how we live. It's it is hard to describe our brain that fits in one description. So the saying said that true happiness is achievable by controlling our own mind, right? How do we control our brain that is described as the most complex object in the universe? Now, I just want to show you this short presentation about the happy chemicals. Based on that video, it says that our brain produces four happy chemicals when we feel good. The four chemicals are called dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin, and serotonin. So I just want to like break down these happy chemicals, like what are they about? Dopamine is the chemical that our brain produces when we feel the joy of finding what you seek. So how can we produce more dopamine? We should keep receiving or we should keep seeking rewards. Now next is endorphin. Our brain produces this when we feel the oblivion that masks the pain. For those who have heard about this term called runner's high, runner's high is a feeling of euphoria coupled with reduced anxiety and a lessened ability to feel pain. So there are studies proven that when a person runs or work out for a longer period of time, our brain produces endorphins which help us ignore the pain. I believe like people like Ali can say yes to this, can agree to this, that when you exercise more, you feel that happiness that your brain is giving you through the endorphin chemicals. So next chemical is the oxytocin. Our brain produces oxytocin when we feel the safety of social bonds. So how can we get this? Build social alliances or bond with your loved ones, bond with your family, bond with your partner, your friends. Try to reach out to them as more as you can, because your brain um, gives you this happy chemical when you do that. And the last is called serotonin, which is the security of social dominance. So how we should get involved. So this chemical is produced when we feel that we are part of a group, when we feel that we're part of a community, when we feel that we are valued on what we are, what we say, what we tell people, because we're part of this society. So for us to receive more serotonin, we should get involved. Now, on the next slide, I just want to show you like it's a list of simple things to naturally increase happy chemicals for a better mood, or for us to for our brain to produce these happy chemicals that we were talking about. First is get outside or get enough sunlight. So according to research, exposure to sunlight can increase production of both serotonin and endorphins. Start with at least 10 to 15 minutes outside each day. So I know in Doha it's very hard to go outside and get some sunlight, but of course we can work on it. Like if we try to go earlier the day, we can get enough sunlight. And also, like for me, I can personally contest to this because sometimes during the first weeks of the lockdown, I was feeling down because I wanted to go out, but I cannot go out. And then I started drinking vitamin D. Vitamin D is the same vitamins that you get when you get sunlight. So after like few days, I think after a week, I started feeling a bit better. So yeah, just get outside and get enough sunlight and get vitamin D. Then second is make time for exercise. So exercise is not just to lose weight. It can also have a positive impact on emotional well-being. When our heart pumps during workout, our brain produces endorphins, just like what I was saying a while ago regarding runner's high. We can even make it more enjoyable when we do it with friends. So now I know we're still in social distancing, so we can take advantage of the technologies that we have. Like in iWatch, um, you can share your health activity with your friends, and you can like compete with each other. So it's somehow like bonding with your friends or with your families. Third is laugh, excuse me, on your own or with a friend. It's like the basic concept on how to be happy. Just laugh. But sometimes when things gets rough, it's difficult to laugh. We have this like saying, not saying, but we have this belief in the office that we always do, which is called fake it till you make it. Sometimes when we're so busy, like I remember I always hear this with Liban, like when we're busy with events or something, when everything's just very difficult to get happiness. We try to laugh and like fake it till you make it. You will realize suddenly that you're already laughing, like you're not faking it anymore. And yeah, you can also do it more enjoyable by laughing with your friends. So now that we're still online, you can share like funny videos with your friends in your groups. So there's something that you can laugh about and laugh together. And fourth is create a gratitude journal. I believe some of us is already doing this, but I personally find this very helpful. Like at the end of the day, just set like 5 minutes of your time to write in a notebook or something and list down all the little things up to the smallest things that happened or that you experienced within the day. Just write thank you. Even the smallest thing like saying thank you because Jafar gave me coffee this morning, or thank you because I woke up this morning. Like everything that happens to you that you find grateful about, and you will realize when you start doing it often, your brain is conditioned to look at the positive side of things. Like you will start to realize that there are more um, positive things to look at than the negative. Then next is cook and enjoy a favorite meal with a loved one. So this tip could, in theory, boost all four of our happy hormones. The enjoyment you get from eating something delicious can trigger the release of dopamine along with the endorphins. So sharing the meal with someone you love and bonding over meal preparation can boost oxytocin levels. So there are actually certain food that can impact hormone levels like spicy foods, yogurt, beans, eggs, meats with low fat content, and almonds, food containing probiotics such as yogurt, kimchi, and other more. Next is listen to music or make some. 7 is meditate. Just set a quiet time for yourself. Like choose a quiet time, comfortable place to sit. Just like how you make the gratitude journal. Next is pet your dog or your cat. It's proven that it produces oxytocin not just for you but also for your pet. Get a good night's sleep. Eat chocolate. Get a massage. Dance like nobody's watching. Find your hobby, stay connected with your loved ones, and manage stress. So managing stress is much more complex, this topic that we can discuss. But I want to go back to talk about being high. So when managing stress, we can use this acronym of being high. First, high standard words. Be impeccable with your words. How can we be impeccable with our words? Speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the word that speak against yourself or others, and use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. It's not always about me. Don't take anything personally. Nothing that others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. When you are immune to the options and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. G, go ahead and ask. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings or conflicts. And H, high standard actions. Always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. Under any circumstances, just simply do your best and you will avoid self judgment, self abuse, and regret. So, yeah. So now we'll go to the final content of the topic today, which is the pursuing happiness in the workplace. I just want to show you this short video again. Okay, so I believe that's a straightforward video that I believe that we can all consider on how to pursue happiness in the workplace. Like we know that our workplace is like our second home. We spend our time mostly at our workplace, you know. We spend more time with our colleagues, with our than our families, you know. And I believe like by staying positively and by um, considering this session on how we can pursue happiness in our workplace and in our life in general, it will help us to have a personal freedom, which is not just about laughing, you know, which is the ultimate goal, which is to feel content and satisfied in our life. So thank you so much, everyone. I know like it's this presentation is like just showing everyone the list of what to do to feel happy, you know. But it's okay not to be happy all the time. Nobody's happy all the time. Like we're all humans. We feel down sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay if you're not feeling okay sometimes. Sometimes because we cannot feel down all the time because anything too much is not good. We know it's tough times like we're in pandemic. We know it's challenging for everyone, but we all hope that we can all look at the brighter side of all the things, you know. If we fall into too much sadness, it may bring worst case scenarios like falling into depression or worst case, you know. And I just want to like tell everyone like whenever we can, let's try our best to be high.
One thing I always get like every time I hear it, I get surprised. I remember Lou mentioned your name at the beginning and your last name. Until today, I'm very sorry I cannot pronounce it. In my head, it's always capabilities, fake capabilities. That's how
For cable ties.
very capable of presenting great stuff like this. Thank you for giving us the happiness today.
Thank you so much. Now at the end of the session, I kind of asked everyone like, how about you? Like, what do you do to increase your own happiness? Because we all have our methods, you know, and it would be great if we can like share what we do, because others can take it like as an advice also that they can do on themselves.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if I enter the office and I find Lou, I say good morning, and she don't answer. So I ask her, Lou, why you don't answer? And she say, because I don't like you. How would I feel happy after this?
Don't take
Oy,
it.
Ahmed, Oy, Ahmed, what are you saying?
Yes, exactly.
No, but like as what I said,
Darling, that's my love for you.
like what we've said in the presentation, don't take anything personally. You can take it from there. She said she doesn't like you. So it's not your fault that she doesn't like you. If you want to dig deeper, you can ask her like why you don't like me. Is there anything that I did wrong to you in the past that I can work on, you know? You can never say sorry on what you are or who you are. Like if you feel that this is you, we cannot please everyone, you know? And again, don't take anything personally. Maybe she was joking.
It's not a question, Faye, but it's the one that impacted me in your presentation was when you said that what is the thing that makes you happy? Think of the things that will make you happy. So amidst this pandemic, this is just the our own principle on how we can deal on every situation and circumstances that we're facing. So that impacted me because I have what is the thing that makes you happy? So that was really like I paused it for a while, and the one that I always think is my daughter and my family. So despite the chaotic situation that we have, the news that we heard, it still brings about happiness when you think that they're okay, right? So I like that it doesn't you put aside the situation, but when you think that they're doing great, they're healthy, they're okay, it makes you happy better than you think aside of whatever chaotic that you're facing on. So thanks for like it's sort of a reminder, and it's sort of giving us motivation just to continue and hold on and do the things that we are here at the moment, at the present, and engage with other people, connect with other teams, what we can do to do better things, rather than persuade things to be down, because it's already down and we keep on bringing everyone down and down. So I would like also to say that in times I'm happy, I'm not really a smiley face person, so I seldom smile. So my face is always like that. But when I feel happy, I'm transparent. But I feel sad, I'm also transparent. But I seldom like you that you ha ha ha, like Lourdes that they're always ha ha ha. But it really gives like the brain itself. It's so complex, and it's really a great reminder for us, each and everyone, to really be open-minded of the things that's happening and think of the things that makes you happy. So now I'll be more creative on my table. I'll be more like put things that makes me happy there. That's why I put the certificates. It makes me happy. I saw the certificates, just a piece of paper, anyone who gives me letter or anyone. So I will have to improve that thing because I'm really a clutter girl. I just put everything on my table and desk. So there's also a thing to add for my environment work. And since we're still in this situation for online, I'm happy seeing you guys, something like that. So, and that's it. I'm just
She went on pause.
We lost you, Johnny.
wonderful presentation.
Thank you so much.
I think for next week, happiness part 2, Jovi can be the presenter.
100%.
Yes.
Prepare yourself. Very nice.
Thank you so much, Ate Joey. But yes, I agree with that. You know, like the pursuit of happiness is just it's to keep you sane, you know, like because we live in a chaotic world, and we live with different types of people. We live with people who are difficult to deal with, you know. But this session, like wants us to like just set a reminder with ourselves, you know, like try to be the light in this world, in this dark world. We Because when one person lights up, it affects other people, which makes a ripple effect where everyone's, you know, brightening up. So yeah, I agree with that, and thank you so much, Ate Ju. I wonder about those four chemicals. For example, how can we produce more serotonin? What are the triggers? So
Dinch has that's a great question from Dinch. I don't know what he means about it, but
Exactly. Yeah.
when I so when
Serotonin, we're talking about science here. Okay, explain. Voila. Scientific.
Okay.
you know, I don't know if it's like a double meaning question, but anyway, like on the presentation, we said that serotonin is the chemical that our brain produce when we feel the security of social dominance, like when we're part of a group, you know, when you feel valued, when you feel that you're not alone. So for you to produce more serotonin, you should bond more with your, especially with your loved ones. It will increase the serotonin more. Like, you know, give your loved one a hug, like that. Okay, sorry. Just want to tell to everyone, MJ, our resident nurse, is saying that for us to produce more serotonin, we should eat high protein foods, exercise, bright lights, the sunlights, dopamine. Wow, tyrosine rich foods like almond, banana, avocados, eggs, meditate and sleep properly. For endorphins, we can have chocolates, chilies, wine, next to wine, and massage. And oxytocin, social interaction actions like pet a dog or using your social media to connect with people. And Omar said Red Bull. Yeah, I can personally agree with Red Bull, but Red Bull kicks too much for me.
Yeah, I believe that happiness is contagious. So choose the company that you have. Choose to be with positive people because it's contagious. If you cannot find those people who are positive, be the positive person because again, it's contagious. They can take it from you. And for Faye, I think you should be our chief happiness officer.
You were pushing that since last year. No, thank you so much. I agree on that. Like the energy we receive like is based on the people around us, you know. If you try to surround yourself with toxic or negative people, you'll start to feel that you are also negative. But if you surround yourself with people who are productive, who are positive in life, you'll learn a lot from them. And yeah, it might be difficult to do that if your friends are already in that context, like they're kind of negative. I know that will be difficult to go out, but you can be the light for them. You can start to ignite that bright light, so they will reciprocate the same energy.
I believe also one more thing that might change your day. Don't share bad news in the morning or negative news. Try to get only the good news or the positive people calls or messages or emails in the morning because it will affect the whole day. If you get something bad in the morning, your mood will be down the whole day, and no matter what you will get as positive afterwards, it will destroy your day. So keep just in contact in the morning with positive people or with positive source of news. It's very important.
also another thing to Sim's point. social media, guys, in the morning,
Yeah.
the first hour when you wake up, it's
Yeah.
very important. You know, like you need to filter what is coming towards you, and you know, like because there's so much trash out there, but it really affects your brain without you knowing. When you
Yeah.
look, it changes your mood completely.
Even in news, we used to, like me personally, I used to watch news in the morning every day, but nowadays I don't at all. I don't watch at all in the morning because it's all filled with crap and bad and negative information. It's really bad, especially during this period, like to Liban's point about social media. Everything like that in the morning is really destroying the whole day. So it's better to keep away from that source.